Hi guys, hi lovers, hi, how you guys doing? Hilma Daniel here. Welcome to my channel. It's a Saturday afternoon and I just feel like let me talk to my people. We need to educate ourselves. This is a channel where we sit and do educational videos. I was listening to this other lady where she felt her mother-in-law was mistreating her, and she was like, my husband is not even protecting me. My husband must choose between me and the mother-in-law, and it really comes to my brain to say the topic for the day is my husband must choose between me and it was supposed to be the mother-in-law, but now I'm just making it must choose between me and the family. Literally, that is the topic. My husband must choose between me and his family, making family members disrespect, making not making making family members disrespect your partner, but making it making your partners choose between you and the family members. Okay, that is the topic for the day. And I feel like a topic of family members or in-laws mistreating in-laws, it's quite a topic that goes a very long way, and it is quite something that came from way back then, and I think it's something that might not we might not eliminate completely. Okay, and for as much as we want to be fighting one another also as in-laws and in-laws, kids that we are producing in the mix of this suffers the consequences of not having good relationships with people, because the mother is not speaking to the mother, the father is not speaking to whoever, the father is not speaking. It's a whole mess, and that is the reality of the fact. Now, I felt the need to speak about this topic, and it might take a little bit longer. I felt the need to speak about this topic because I've learned, and I learned with experience, and I'm going to bring my experience to the table. And I'm so sorry because I'm going to speak about my side of the story, and there's always a two-side. There's always a two-side to the story, but I'm going to speak about my experiences with my in-laws, and I'm going to give my opinion on the topic of saying my husband must choose between me and his family members. First of all, I'm going to give my stories and what I thought and what I think of now. Take a seat, take your tea, because it's going to be very juicy. But I'm going to summarize it though. First of all, I'm going to give my story, my experience, and what I thought was right, and what I think is right now. Because sometimes people just tell you that, yeah, your partner must fight for you, your partner must be there for you, your partner must, but in all honesty, we do not know what we are putting our partners through. Number one, I want to say we do not know what we are putting our partners through. Number two, I want to say it's not their fault. Number three, I want to say it's not the right thing to do. But I will conclude in the beginning. In the end, I will conclude with what I think about this topic. I just want to bring a few scenarios of my first experiences with the different in-laws. The first experience that shook me off was me going to I remember that time we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. How our relationship had been with my husband when we were boyfriend and girlfriend is that we when we started and we made our intentions very, very clear, not from the beginning, it was a little bit drama, until when we really fell for one another and we really loved each other, and we were just in our relationship era where we just in our honeymoon stage, I guess, for 2 years or so, where we just loved one another so badly, you know. I cannot speak about him, but at least that's what I could see, and that's what, you know, was happening on my side, you know. I remember now he one day was like, let's go to my family event. But I'm like, how do I go to your family event? I'm just a girlfriend, you know. I'm from the village, and I need you to understand, I'm a village girl, and my husband is a town guy. He grew up in town. He's not really exposed to the village. I am strictly a village girl, okay? Now my partner invites me to this party, and then she hooks me up with a sister's friend that was also at the party. You know, she was like, let me hook you up with this girl. I know you guys are gonna get along very well. We were so nice. We could walk around the dam. We closer to the dam. We're just walking around, chatting. We get hungry. We go buy our own drinks. We go what until people are done. While they are on the side doing their own family things, it's like I just got somebody who also felt awkward as me, and we were just busy walking around far from there. Okay. I'm saying that with a smile because it was a beautiful moment. The moment, it was a very beautiful moment, okay? And I remember towards the end, people finishes, we eat food, we were given food, we went to collected food with this sister's friend, and she's such a nice person, okay? And we go eat on the side, and then it's time for people to say goodbye. You know, they say their goodbyes, and I'm saying goodbye to these people. That lady had a car, she was driving, and she was driving other people with, you know. Now, when people are saying goodbye, my sister-in-law says, wait, don't go, I'm coming now. Then she goes then and grab a drink. You know, she drank a Hunter's Gold. I don't remember the day. It's so fresh in my brain. She went and collected a Hunter's Gold. When she collected a Hunter's Gold, she came and she said to me, and me, when she came, I saw her coming, and I was like, oh, bye guys. It was such a nice moment, you know. And that moment I was like, oh, they're nice people, you know. Because usually I bump into my mother-in-law so many times. I knew my mother-in-law. She's such a cool, quiet, collected lady. Okay, now I'm getting to experience with other people too. Oh, such beautiful people. Like, oh, wow, they're nice people, you know. And she comes with a drink. Then me now, since I saw she's coming, because she just says, don't wait for me, don't go. When she's coming, me, I'm taking I'm saying bye to everybody, and I say bye to her just the moment she came. And then now me, I was like taking off so that they also go. I was like going back to our car, to my partner where they are. I was just gonna go to the car to be alone while my partner, my boyfriend, then finishes off so that we go. Okay, now on my way, a distance from the car, she says to me, oh, where are you? Are you gone already? But we all speak Oshwambo. We are all Ndongas, to say. We speak the same language. My husband's side of his family and my side of his family, we all speak the same language from both mothers, fathers. We are not from other tribes. Now I'm busy going, you know, and then she says to me, oh, are you gone? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going. And she's like, okay, come open my bottle for me. Literally what she's telling me to come do is to come and open the bottle of Hunter's Gold for her. I'm like, it's post, and I'm like looking, I'm like, and then other people in the car started laughing. You know, it's type of a bully situation, started laughing. And now also me, I'm here like trying to figure out like, because the whole time I thought we were just cool people, you know. And then she says to me, if you don't come open when you come to our house, it's a while back. I want to believe this is, if it's not 2018, it's 2019. It's a while back. How many years back? 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 2022, 2023. It's 4 or 5 years back. I cannot remember, but it's a while back. That's why I'm just trying to put it to remember, but I might not remember everything. Now, in Shwamba, what she's trying to tell me is that Ngito Paturoka Kende Kanjena Ngweshotoke Akaetu, in a way, I think it's a type of a threat thing happening there. So I remember saying, I'm not coming from the streets. I'm also coming from a house, you know. I remember saying this and I just took off. When I am walking back to our car now, this is what I felt, because I'm back in that moment, okay? I felt embarrassed. I felt I felt embarrassed. I felt bullied, because when this thing happened, other people laughed in the process, you know. When it's like she said something and other people laughed, I felt embarrassed. I felt not important. I felt not loved, you know. I felt, and this is what happened. Before that happened, yeah, there was the same girl. She had a baby somewhere at the party. She had a baby. In the mix of us going and passing and going, she had a baby, and I remember perfectly well trying to touch the baby. And I remember she said this to me in a way to say, "Kucha, maybe it's because me and my partner maybe likes being together, and sometimes we sleep at one place. We sleep here, we sleep there, we sleep here, we sleep there." Maybe that's what she means. I don't know. But she threw that and I didn't take it serious, no? But when she said this specifically, it got me, man. I was embarrassed, you know? I was embarrassed. I was very embarrassed. So we went home. Now you should see me now. I went to the car and I'm mad at my partner. Okay? Now I'm angry at my partner. But I'm angry at my partner and I'm saying to my partner, okay, why did you take me here? You are bringing here to your people so that they come and abuse me. Now I didn't get mad at her. Now I'm getting mad at my partner, you know. Why did you take me there? Why you took me to your people? Now they're mistreating me. Now I'm on my partner now. I'm on my partner. People are bad people. I'm no longer going. I'm not talking to her. I'm angry. You know, now I'm angry, but I'm angry at my partner, not angry at the situation. But should I go back to the situation and ask my partner, is it my partner's fault? No. Was he present? No. Did he know what was happening there at that moment? No. Was it fair for me to get angry at him? No. But this is one thing about my partner's personality. He has been a person who's quiet, you know. He's until now he's having that personality, but not anymore. Not anymore. Not as quiet as I found him. Now he speaks up. Okay, he speaks up now, but back then he used to be so quiet. But now I picked up that 2 or 3 years back he speaks up, which is good. You need to stand up for yourself. He speaks up, but back then he was so quiet. He had this peaceful personality that when you are with him, you just feel at peace, you know. He had such a peaceful personality. Now we argued about that whole situation. Okay, let me pack that. Okay. I remember another situation that happened is that I'm trying to it's a long back, and I've told myself to forgive and forget these situations and move on, but I feel the need to revisit them for this topic so that we learn. We must learn. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm putting this out here so that we learn about this whole situation. That sometimes we really put pressure on our partners unnecessarily. And I've come to learn about this as I grow. Ne? But when I was in that moment, you know, when you grow with experience, there comes wisdom. You grow, you pick up lessons, you pick up lessons. So and I'm going to tell you what I've learned at the end of the video from all these situations. first encounter, I'm only talking about first encounters. I'm not going to talk about second encounter, third encounter, fourth encounter. I'm only speaking about first encounter, where you are seeing somebody for the first time, or you are having an encounter with somebody for the very, very first time, but you know, it's just, and then something happens there. And also, so that if you are in-law, so that you know what these things do or does to other people, so that you don't do these things to other people, you know. My second encounter, I'm not gonna put them in order. I'm just gonna speak about what I'm remembering. The second encounter for the first time with another person that I can remember of is I remember my partner having one weakness challenge of his life, which I'm not going to talk about because it's not my place. And him, we have been renting at different places. He's renting at his room, I'm renting at my room, but we are always together in a way. We are always together. We are always together. If we are not sleeping at his place, he's sleeping at my place. We are sleeping at his place, we are sleeping at my place. Just like we are always following each other. We had that type of a relationship until we bought a house, then we moved in together, then we started with wedding preparations, then we got married. We like bought a house, stayed in for 1 year, putting money together, then we got married like the next year. Yeah. Now I remember. I'm going to personalize it because I'm speaking about the real things. I do not want us to just speculate or speak things out of a blue. I'm going to speak my experiences here. Okay? Now remember. You remember now I'm already treated there, and I'm already not okay. I already left. It put an anger on me. But when we met, when we didn't do anything to each other, we really honestly, at least from my side, I loved them. I was like, wow, nice people. I love them. Yeah. But when that happened, it put a little bit of something to me to say, yeah, they're not good people like that. You must come down to earth. Oh, reality check. And another thing that happened to me is that now my partner started living with the uncle. Okay, he went to live with the uncle, and I'm trying to go back in time. It's years back, guys. It's years back. I think it's between 2018 2019. These things happened there. I remember he was living with the uncle, and I remember him telling the uncle that he have a girlfriend, and I remember him coming to me to tell me that no, I'm going to live with my uncle. I told him that I have a girlfriend, and that he said it's not a problem. You can always come over for weekends to sleep over to what. Now I was like, yeah, sleeping over at your uncle's place. No. I don't think I'm going to do that. You can come sleep at my place, but I'm not going to sleep at your uncle's place, you know? I cannot sleep at your uncle's place, but you can always come and sleep at my place because I'm renting. You are staying in somebody's house. How do I wake up in somebody's house? Do I go bath confidently? So I'm hungry. Do I go make breakfast? How? It's awkward. Remember, I said I'm a village girl. I'm from the village. It's a town person. I don't know how these people do their things as we are used to our village houses, where it's a house. I don't even get introduced as a girlfriend. What are you doing? The only time that I am introduced as a girlfriend is when you are introducing a wife to marry, not a girlfriend. That's why every time when he's saying let's go, I'm always skeptical, like why, you know? And then I went now, you know, and eventually I met these people, okay? After so many tries of saying, let's go, up to a point where he told me, yeah, you don't want to meet my family members, and he was getting angry. Not angry, but at least, like sad about the situation that he feels I don't want to meet his family members, you know? So I went, I met this uncle. It was a day, because then it was a day coming from work, because I used to pick him up outside, then I drop him, because our work environments were just closer to one another. There was just a road in between. So now I go in the house. One day I go in the house, and okay, so one day I go in the house, then I have to greet these people. It's in the toilet, sorry. Then I have to greet these people, and then I have to greet these people. It was the uncle and the girlfriend. I have to greet these people now. And I don't know what to do. Remember, I'm just here and I'm doing this for the first time. I don't have experience. I don't think it's the right thing to do. And, here I am, And now I'm greeting the people, and then I don't know what to do. Okay. And I don't know what to do. And I am now sorry for that. It was somebody, my husband was just coming in and out, so let me focus now. I don't know what to do, so he tells me now I'm just there. I greeted people. I phoned the uncle with the girlfriend. Now I greeted them. That day, how are you, ma'am? How are you, sir? I'm good. Introduce myself. I'm Yoma, and I was just coming from work, and it was awkward, I should say. And now my boyfriend then tells me, let's go to the room. Trust me, I know that the ones that asked, the uncle asked to see me. Maybe he just wanted to see, who are you dating, What type of a girl are you in love with? It's okay. He was probably just looking out for his family member. It's okay. It makes sense. It's not a problem. And then now, I don't know what to do. Okay, fine, says, let's go. Me, I'm just following him. Then we go to the room. He was, I think, packing clothes or doing what, I don't know, because I found his room really in a mess. His things were, when he moved from rent, he didn't put his things nicely in order. And I think he was just busy putting his things in order. And I helped him. And then after we were done, then we left. He told the people he's coming with me, and he came with me. I cannot remember whether he came with me or he did not come with me, but I think he came with me, but I cannot remember. So now, because I've been introduced to people now, remember I pick him up. We are only using that one car. I had a small Passo, a blue Passo. It's a blue car, small car. I used now to pick him up. It was a taxi, and we just took it off the road to your seat. I didn't have a license then. I was just driving. Chance takers. So now I used to pick him up. We go to work. I come and drop him. We go back home. But I used to, after I go home, I cook dinner, including lunch for tomorrow. I put lunch for him. I put lunch for myself at work. And then I pick him up. We pick each other up. We were always together like this, guys. But that's one thing about this relationship that I'm in right now. We were always together like this. We never really had too many arguments. Not like now. Now we argue a lot. I don't know why, but maybe something that we need to figure out. But back then we were so in love, And then I followed him. I remember him one day coming to me and saying to me, my uncle said apparently we are in the honeymoon stage. I don't know what he was telling the uncle, but one thing for sure, we were so in love, So now, now remember I pick him up like I said, and then I go home, and I pick him up like I said, and then I go home like that, or we go together home, because I cannot sleep there. That's one thing that I've really said I'm not gonna do. Now I remember now that I've already, traditionally, this is how I'm thinking, looking at things at that moment. If I've made something wrong, it's okay, you can correct me whatsoever, but at that moment, I'm like, if I have already met the people, I cannot just drop you outside and picking you up is not a problem. It's morning time, we are going to work, but dropping you, I'm not in a hurry. I am going home, so I can always say hello to the people. Like I can always say, maybe after an hour, then I can go, So most of the time when we say hello, hi, he likes saying, let's go to the room. Or sometimes I just greet the people, now, then I go, Somehow along the way, that had been the routine. Somehow along the way, my partner started not wanting to go back home. So most of the time he's just with me. And I'm like, why don't you go back home? But I picked up something's not right, but I don't know what's going on there. Okay, because this person was renting, and I told him that, are you sure you are going to rent? Remember, when you go to people's houses, you must adhere to the rules and the regulations for the houses. And he was like, no, my uncle understands I'm a grown-up, I have a girlfriend, he doesn't have a problem. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. Along the way, I think something happened between the two of them, which I don't know. And my husband really is not the type of a person that speaks too much like that. I am the one that tries to, I love talking. I honestly, in all honesty, I love speaking. I love speaking, more especially on things that are productive and teaching. I love speaking, or with people that I'm comfortable with. I love talking. But my husband is like a quiet person. I don't know what they did, but he have flaws. My husband makes quite a lot of mistakes in life. In life general, he makes mistakes. Just like that, he makes his mistakes in life, So I don't know whether now he made some mistakes there or whatever happened there. I don't know really, honestly. So they ended up not understanding one another, and the uncle ended up chasing him from the house. Not chasing him, literally telling him to leave the house and go rent. Okay, and he got a room and he started renting. They parted ways. Okay, I'm not sitting here to say the uncle did wrong for, don't quote me wrong. I'm not saying the uncle did wrong for chasing him out of the house, no. Or telling him to go back to rent, no. I'm not saying my husband was innocent of whatever happened between the two of them. No, I'm not saying the uncle is guilty of anything. No, don't quote me wrong. I don't know what happened between the two of them. All I know is that I remember he was told, it's okay, you can look for the room to rent, and he ended up looking for the room, and then he got the room to rent. Okay. Now, this is where my story comes in. One day, my husband is coming home to tell me a story or something of him and this uncle on a family WhatsApp group going ironing their dirty laundries of whatever happened there, but I think they dragged the thing for a while. If it didn't go on for a month, it's 2 months or weeks. I don't know, but it was not something that just happened and it was an off conversation. But it was really a situation of an uncle, of him, and they are going on and they are going on. And in a way, I think they were telling each other, they were ironing the dirty laundries, maybe of to say, I chose you out because of ABC, because of ABC. Or I don't know what was happening there. I cannot remember it. It's a while, but it's in that direction. But somehow, my name popped up. This is how my name popped up. Yeah, you are bringing your girlfriend in the house. Your girlfriend does not have manners. She's just going to the room. She's just coming in the house, going straight to the rooms. She must be in the sitting room or something. I don't know, because I remember before before he left, there was a day that he told me that when we go home, when we go in the house, don't go to the room, just end in the sitting room. And I was like, maybe this is an awkward situation. For me to even begin with going in the house, I already feel it's wrong. If there is a problem, the best we can do is let me rather not go in the house anymore, and then I just stop outside, and then you can go in the house. If you are coming with, then you can just come with outside, and then I must just not go in the house anymore. Because I cannot be sitting in your sitting room. What am I doing there? To begin with, I'm not supposed to be in that house. I'm not a married woman. I'm not going there to visit. I'm not even supposed to be there. I don't know what's happening now, just because you people want to see me, and I feel like I'm obligated to greet you people, because if I pass by without greeting people that I know, to me, according to me, my culture, it's rude. It's disrespect for me to drive past by without greeting the people that I know, that I'm already introduced to. That's, to me, it's disrespect. But now, going to sit in the sitting room, doing what? Playing with the child, watching TV? No, let me just drop you and then I go back home. I'm okay with that. So I started now dropping him sometimes, and then I go home. But somehow the family or WhatsApp group, there's a conversation of me, I don't have manners. I just go to straight to people's rooms. Wahandi amondo dado kurara, kandino mikaro, what, you know. And then now my husband now came in to defend me to say no, but you are the one that asked the person to come. Because I remember even telling my husband, what's going on? Because I remember telling you that it's not the right thing for me to go to this house. And you told me, you kept pressing that your uncle is looking for me. He wants to see me. And so I think they were busy now on each other to say, no, my girlfriend only came there, what. I wasn't even there a lot of times, really, honestly. Like, I didn't go to the room a lot of time. Most of the time, I just greet them and then I go. But irregardless to me, also, if I critically think about it, it's not something that I was supposed to do. But if people also want to meet me, I think it's also just fair for you to know that when when your person leaves and says, I have a girlfriend, because we are all adults by then, I was 20, we are 20 something, 27, 28, 29. That's a lot of years, you know. 28, 29. It's a lot of years. We are big people in a way. But it doesn't mean that if we are under people's care, I don't know how, under what ground they really ended up together. But I was talking to my husband, I was like, do you know what it takes to live under people's roof? But it was like, no, it's my uncle, his call is not like that. I'm like, okay. Now, here we are. And now this conversation is dragging. Now, every time my husband comes and he's complaining about this situation, he shows up and then he's complaining about this situation and shows up and he's complaining about this situation, I realized that I got curious. You know, curiosity have killed the cat. Trust me, curiosity have killed the cat. Didn't one day my husband's phone, you don't know, if he puts what in the what do you call the pin? I always knew the pin because he tells me. Even now he tells me his pin. I just don't go around his phone like that because I feel it's not right for me to be sneaky. But here I am. I sneaked around now when I went to my boyfriend's phone, and I went straight to that WhatsApp group, family WhatsApp group. Izimoja Kwananzi. What went there? Oh, why did I do that? And then I started reading. You know, a family group. Everybody gives an opinion. And it's not a family group where it's only the two of them. It's literally like a whole people that are there, and people are, they're ironing their dirty laundries there. Which to me, now that I look at it, it was childish. They would have just gone on the side and then they speak to one another and they solve this problem and then they move on in peace. I don't understand where it came from for them to iron each other's dirty laundries on that WhatsApp group. But like I said, in life we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Now, me, I went to read. Now I'm reading. I'm reading about myself. I'm reading about myself. And there's nothing that hurts. You know, now I'm going back in that moment. There's nothing that hurts like reading people having an opinion about you that is so bad when inside your heart, your intentions were never bad, you know? And there's nothing that hurts more when this is now like a humiliation. I went back to what happened at the beginning. Yeah. It's like he writes his message, this one defends, other people comes in, and it's now me topic because he feels I went there because he invited me. He feels I'm disrespectful because of ABC. I went to his room. I went to, and it's quite a story. And now I'm reading people giving opinions about me, and these are the people that I need to love me and to care me and to care for me and for me to love them and to care for them, because one day I've never been, all the people that I've dated, they've never introduced me to their family members except for this man that I'm dating. I've never been introduced to family members like this, except for him. And I could really tell he loved me. And I loved him, you know. I still love him. Why am I saying love? But at that moment, I think we loved each other way too much, you know. I think we were in a honeymoon stage or what, I don't know. We were just on each other like that. We just want to sleep together. Even in bed when we sleep, it's like I'm holding him all the time. But now when it's hot, I'm like, it's hot. Sleep on your own. But back then, I'm not even feeling the heat. If it was hot, me, I did not feel the heat. I'm sleeping on that person on his chest until morning time, just holding him like this, you know. But we don't do those things anymore. It should be honeymoon stage. I don't know what honeymoon is, but I want to believe it should be honeymoon stage. Okay, now I read things about myself, guys, and this is what I felt at that moment. The messages were not too nice to read. It's like it's not nice to read things about yourself that are not nice. There are people that are like in a way defending me. There's some that are not in a way defending me. Not defending me in a way, but it's just there are people having a conversation. You know, when people are talking and when you cannot see. I remember I felt so sad. I felt embarrassed. Number one, embarrassed because a lot of people on that group are hearing that I'm not a bad person. I'm not a good person. I'm a bad person, and I felt embarrassed. I felt not loved. I felt not heard because I don't even have a voice. I cannot even defend myself. I cannot even speak for myself. I felt at that moment I felt I felt heartbroken, you know, and at that moment in time, that's what I felt, you know. And now as conversations went, I got angry again. Now I'm with my husband. You took me there. I told you so many times not to take me there. Matter of fact, I told you don't go there. Why did you go there? You were just supposed to be renting. Why did you go there? Because most of the time you were still at my place. Yeah? And then now we started on each other's necks, but he really tried his level best to defend me. There was even a time where he said, "What, do you want to speak to him?" And I was like, "Yeah, if it comes to that, if you have a problem with me, tell him to call me, then we can iron this thing." Because he's the one that said I must go to his place. Now he's busy tarnishing my image like that, you know. I really felt angry, and I remember after I read everything now for myself, because I realized that my husband was even telling me filtered things, probably to protect my heart. When I went there, I saw everything naked as is. And he knew that I went in his phone. I think from there I can't remember, because there's a moment that I couldn't enter his phone anymore. No. I think he was told, they had a conversation and I was there. And he was on a loudspeaker. And then my husband took him off a loudspeaker at the moment. I think they told each other, like, yeah, that you are telling that girl too much about our family. I think they had a conversation where they told each other that, yeah, you are telling that girl too much about our family. She knows too much. The truth is, I know too much. And I knew too much at the moment. For a girlfriend, I was doing too much. I knew too much on the family. I knew too much. And you are telling, maybe they were telling each other, like, you don't tell a woman too much about your family because maybe they're warning each other off as men. Maybe that's how they roll in a way. But I'm not blaming them. It's a family thing. So what I'm trying to say is that thing too broke me. Okay, and I got angry towards people. Okay. One day, another thing that I can remember, learn what you can learn. If you can, what I can learn from this whole situation is, and from there, I told my husband, never again will I enter your family members' houses. Because that is what happened. Because until then, he wherever he's going, he wants to take me with. If there's a party, baby, let's go. If there is what, baby, let's go. You know? So I told him, never again will I enter your family members' houses. From that day, I am staying outside the houses. I don't care where you go. You leave me in the car if we are together, and then you go in the house. From that day, I don't enter people's houses just like that, you know. Yeah, that's the lesson that I took from there. But although we also got on each other's necks, it's really honestly not. Sometimes you cannot control how people are going to feel about you. You know, he chose me. People did not choose me for him. He chose me. He likes me. Other people don't owe me liking. They don't have to like me. But I'm going to conclude officially at the end. Another thing that I also, how many minutes are we? Ooh, wow. Let's hope we don't go beyond an hour. We won't go beyond an hour. Yeah. Let's hope this is juicy. Yeah? Let's hope you're enjoying it. Another thing that put me off, it's another sister. No, my partner is inviting me to there are apparently kids going somewhere to a specific party. Now when my husband took his daughter there, and when my husband went there, he have a daughter and a son, but for some family reasons and his own personal reasons and reasons which I cannot disclose, he only took the daughter there. Okay, so now we went to pick up the daughter, and I stayed outside. He went in, got the daughter. We came back to his room, bath prepared. We made something to eat, not a problem, and then we went out to the party. Okay, when we went to the party, was this after or before? I cannot remember whether it was after or before, but it was a party outside, like in an open place. We went there, and there's something that the sister said to me that I was not too happy with. Look, it looks very simple, but it carried so much weight, maybe because of what have already happened to me. I remember them taking pictures, and I don't know, because when I met my husband, then boyfriend, then he had an iPhone. But later on, I don't know whether he had a Katoshe or what, this Tamagotchi. What do you call these phones? They don't have 4 cameras. I think he had that. I don't know, because I remember there was a conversation around taking pictures. She was taking pictures with her phone, and she had to go somewhere, so she asked me to take pictures. It was such a beautiful moment, you know. But also what I picked up is that this lady was just bossing me around, like sending me around like I'm a child, you know. But I didn't pay too much attention to that. But this specific one, when she said this, I got angry. I think they were taking pictures or what, and then they wanted to take pictures with my phone. Now I'm like, I think I made a comment to say, if I take pictures with my phone, these pictures, I'll just delete them. Let me take pictures with the phone that, you know, somebody's really going to keep pictures. Because I don't keep pictures of people that I don't know just like that. It can be children's in my phone, keeping them for how long. Remember, I'm just a girlfriend. Was I doing too much for a girlfriend? Jolo. Jolo, guys. Then I remember she said she looked at me. She's like, yeah, you will take those pictures in a way, or yeah, in a way. But in a way that she said this statement, it was in a weird, rude kind of way. I didn't answer back, but I think my boyfriend then looked at me, and he knew, he looked at me in a way, and because I'm already complaining already about what's going on there. So from there, I told myself, you know what? There is not it. Yes, you know what? I think I must get into a defense mechanism. Remember, until then, I did not answer anyone back. To say, I did not really take off my thing to say, you know what, here I am. I'll answer somebody back. But I remember there was also another situation that really made me now realize that the mistakes that we do as women is that we always want to pin our partners against their family members, and it's wrong. I remember there was a day that we were another situation where I encountered with a person, a family member, one-on-one. Is we went to the north we went to the north. We traveled. It's me, it's my boyfriend, yeah, then I can say my fiance, and his and the maids of honor, the groomsmen, not the groomsmen. What do you call the main maid of honors? Okay, the guy from his side and my girl. I remember went to the north to for this lobola things and those traditional conversations with the elders, you know. We went driving together one car. We came back driving together one car. Okay, we passed by the grandmother's place, because the grandmother's place, because my partner's grandmother's place, because her sister in the north sent her berries, ombe. Okay, sent her berries, and he had to drop ombe by the grandmother's place, and just to pass the greetings from the north. We all stayed in the car. There's a lady that used to stay there, so that lady came out. When that lady came out, she said to me, my husband, there was a time that my husband asked me to, my fiance then asked me to prepare a specific soup that he likes, that the grandmother apparently used to make for them. It's a specific soup in a way, with meat and what and potatoes and some green stuffs. And me, I now looking at, I'm like, what must I do? He was giving me instructions because I don't know how to make this soup. When I made it, I think he didn't like it. Okay, he made it for himself. It wasn't nice. I tried to make it for him. It wasn't nice as he likes it. And then he asked that lady, because the lady cooks, and she was like, "You remember that soup? Please, I'll send you in what I'll call you one day so that you take me through, so that I cook this soup for me." And in a way, she was just like, why are you marrying that girl if she does not cook for you? Imagine you are throwing this in front of my best friend, in front of my husband's best friend. And in a way, she said a statement that was just not sitting well with me. Why are you marrying her if she's not cooking for you? She does not like I don't cook for the person. It's just that specific soup that I couldn't prepare, because not like I couldn't prepare. I didn't know how to prepare it, because when I did, it wasn't good enough. So when I left there, I'm on my husband's neck. Why are people always throwing words that are not nice? Why, how did I fit me in your conversation between the two of you? If you are discussing your soups, how did I fit into your soups conversation? How? You know, and I think sometimes you also just start getting over reacting just because you just feel people are not nice. And in a way, you know, this thing does damage you in a way. You don't look at people purely. You don't look at situations purely. You sometimes look at situations and you're like, why? Why? Because of what have already happened to you. You know, this is what these things does to people. And sometimes you just look at people and say they're full of shit. You just put them in the same category, even though some people are really not full of shit, or even though some situations are really not that deep and they don't require attention. You know, like this one, you could have just looked at it and, you know, brush it off. But that one, I was on my husband's neck. I'm like, your people are disrespectful. Now, every time I'm telling him the people are disrespectful, I'm starting from there, from the beginning. Yeah, whoever did something to me, whoever did this to me, whoever did this to me, whoever did this to me, you must fix your people. You must fix your people. Your people are full of, you know. And then you argue like, yeah, even your people are disrespecting me. You know, and sometimes it's not necessary, you know. Now looking at it now, I'm just like, you know what? It's not necessary. It was not necessary, Hilma. You know, and I felt disrespected in front of people. Remember when I was told there to take pictures also, it's in front of people. Now when I'm being told it's in front of people, but this one I care more because it's my best friend, you know, and it's your best friend, and people are talking to me like that, like, what the, what's going on, you know? So we argued, and I think my husband, my boyfriend then got, my fiance then got fed up, and then he just told me straight, I'm not them. I'm not them. I don't even know why you keep coming to me, and I didn't apply to be born in this family. I didn't apply to be born in this family. I was also just born here. It's not my fault that people are like that. And I'm just like, yeah, you know. And then it clicked that sometimes, really honestly, we and I remember being called talkative out of nowhere, being called talkative. in a negotiation where the man comes to your house first and then later on you go to their house. It's somebody who was sent by my parents. And then I was called talkative. I was literally called talkative in, onkadona wakatseika marutu wa talkative in that whole discussion of people just literally getting to know one another. You are talkative, but that person that is calling me talkative, we have never said to, before have a one-on-one discussion. We have never, I don't know what's going on. And from a distance, I only see this person throwing words. And I'm like, you know what? And I remember my husband left crying. I left heartbroken, What I'm trying to say is this, first of all, in-laws. How many minutes do we have? 10 minutes to wrap up. First of all, in-laws. The way you speak to people innocently, more especially when you are getting to know people for the first time, try to be nice to people because we need each other in life. Number one, we need each other in life, and we don't know where this life thing is going. We need each other. We one day we will become a family, and we will need each other. So let us be nice to each other, okay? This thing of just let us give each other fair chances of getting to know each other truly, okay? I'm not going to speak about what happens after that. I was speaking about a few first encounter with people and what it did to me and what it did to my relationship with other people and what it did to me. It takes a lot of inner healing for you to go like, I'm letting go of this completely and starting a new page. Okay, I thank God I have a very, very good mother-in-law and father-in-law. I cannot really sit here and speak about them because to me, they are really, really cool. They are cool. I don't have a problem with them. So I cannot speak about that experience because I don't have any experience, but I don't know now how it feels to have a difficult mother and father-in-law. I think that is miserable and weird. But one thing that I've noticed is that us as women or men, it's not our partner's fault that family members are attacking us. Ne? One thing that I've learned, since my husband said to me, I did not apply to be born in this family. I was also just born here. So stop, like in a way, I was putting the weight on him so much. So in a way, it taught me the truth is nobody applies to be born in a specific family. Okay? We all just get born in families. And in all honesty, people that are coming to you, chances are very high they don't care about you, they don't care about your relationship, they don't care about your husband, or they care about your husband only. Sometimes they don't care about your husband. Now, these people are coming to attack you. Instead of you solving this issue with this person, you are passing it on. You are letting them go with their peace of mind to their houses, because in most cases, these people don't even remember they've said this thing to you or they've done these things to you. It's only you who is carrying this whole thing, walking around with it. So you now come and then you throw it on your partner. And then now what you want to do is that you want to turn your partner against his family members. Now so that he starts arguing with his family members over you, which is not fair. In all honesty, these are still his people. If you and him leaves each other today and separate today, he must still have his people to fall back to, because those are his people. Those are his family members. You are just a girlfriend or a wife, but you can separate anytime. If you separate here, you are gone. And then he still have his family people. You know what I mean? And another thing also is that one thing that I've picked up in this whole thing is that we must learn to stand up for ourselves. We must learn to stand up for ourselves as. We must learn to stand up for ourselves as in-laws, to say, if you come for me, and this is what I do today. If anybody comes for me, I don't go tell my husband somebody did something to me and exhaust my husband and bore my husband with dramas. No, if you come for me, let your God be with you. Your God must be with you. Your father must be with you. Your ancestors must be with you. I will come for you and I will go below your level. If you come for me and you are showing me you are stupid, I will come and be stupidest. That is how I roll now. If you come for me, I'll come for you. Trust and believe now. me, where I am, I defend myself. If you come in this house and you are causing havoc, my husband is most a quiet person. Trust and believe. I'll sit on the table and put order. It's our house. If my husband is like quiet, trying to be nice, and I can see you people are not being nice, fuck you. Sorry for the word. Forgive me. But I'll come there and I will sit there and I will talk the crap that I want. Unfortunately, I've learned that there is nothing good that you can do to people and they will look at you as a good person. People will see you for whatever they want to see you. Whether you are being a good person, they will see you as a bad person anyways. So sometimes just be what they want you to be. Be bad most. That's what they want. They don't like good people. Sometimes people don't want good people. Be. But don't walk around causing dramas. Do not walk around causing dramas, okay? Don't walk around causing dramas. Don't walk around poking people. But when it's problems is coming to the table, problems needs to be solved. If somebody comes for you, tell them. Sometimes you need to teach people how to respect you. And only you can do that. Don't walk around being dramatic, but if it comes to defending yourself, do that. But don't pass it on as a responsibility to your partner for your partner to solve it. Somebody came for you, it's a problem between you and that person. Solve it without including your partner. Unless maybe a situation where your partner is present, your partner can see, then and he wants to be part of that, he can sit his people down and say, no, stop doing this. This is not right. Even as in myself, if I see that on my side, I can go like, no, guys, this is not right. Let us not do things this way. Okay? But apart from that, we must learn to respect each other's partners also. The person chose whoever they feel like choosing for themselves, and we must respect that for them. We must respect their decisions, you know? And we must respect our in-laws. Let us have good relationships with our in-laws, and so that children can have good relationships with their aunties and uncles as well, you know. And trust me, relationships, once trust and peace is broken, for you to restore that, it takes time. That is what I picked up, because I'm already seeing you as a person that did me dirty. So for me to come to a point where, and to me, sisters and brothers-in-law, I love my sister so very much. And this is how I look at this situation, to say we are siblings. I have your back. You know, one thing about me and my sisters, we have each other's backs. You are my sister, I have your back. Trust and believe. If you're going on the floor right now, it's my job to pick you up. You're my sibling. If I'm falling, then my siblings comes to help me out. If I'm broke and I just need $500, I'm like, please, $500, I'm broke. I'll give it to you later. Or please back me up. I can't, I'm broke. And if my sister have money, they'll be like, okay, no, it's fine. Let me back you up. If my sister doesn't have money, I'm broke. Okay, let me back you up. And that's the type of relationships I expect brothers and sisters-in-law to have, to say that we must love each other, so that we make this environment not toxic but so beautiful for the children to grow into. Unfortunately, with some family members, it's not possible. You can try your level best, but these type of relationships are not possible. So to avoid fighting, stay in your house. Stay in your lane. There's power in staying in your lane. Also, another thing, dear men, for you to keep peace between the in-laws and your partner, learn to go and build your houses. This thing of staying with your mother-in-law is a problem. Me staying at my house with my husband, far away from the in-laws, from everybody, is very peaceful. Very peaceful, and it's very peaceful for the kids, for ourselves, and we do our own thing, rather than us having to bump into people now and then and now and then and now and then. This actually I just gave first encounters, that you are meeting somebody for the first time, and then you are just, not for the first time, but even if you get to know each other, but then later on dramas happens. First encounters. So from there, people that you have had first encounters with, it's very difficult. We will be very scared. When we meet you tomorrow, should we greet you? Should we not greet you? Should we pass by? Or what's going on? It creates unnecessary tensions that are not needed. Okay? As in, for me, personally, I don't hold grudges with anybody. I can say hello to anybody. But one thing that I don't like and I hate to my core is disrespect. And I'm not going to stand up for that. And I'm not even going to stand up for disrespect at any stage of my life to shift it to my husband. My husband can walk around free. And the only thing that my husband can come back to me is say, oh, I heard apparently you answered whoever. Maybe that, then I can say, oh, no. I dished what they looked for. And then I can explain the side of the story. But if it's me trying to identify your name, and then with me, when it comes to my, I'll just come with proof. This is what this person did. This is what I did. Chapter closed. Because we cannot live in a world whereby we are being abused by in-laws. This is emotional abuse. I remember in those moments when specific things were done to me, I wanted to cry. I was heartbroken. They take a thing from you. And people don't see these things. They don't see these things at all. And I remember in the middle of this whole thing, I remember there was an audio linked of a woman together with the son disrespecting, or in a way having a sort of argument with a woman that was to be married by the son. These people ended up marrying each other. And I remember it was the whole thing happening. And I remember my husband coming home to say, that is my aunt. I'm like, what's going on here? What am I getting myself into? What family is this? You know? And yeah, and sometimes it's only the act of 2, 3, 4 people that will make you label the whole family like it's not a good family. But give other people fair chances. When you meet new people, give them fair chances, get to know them. If you meet a person that you've never met before, give people fair chances. Unless if somebody steps on you. But if people don't step on you, give people fair chances so that they can get to know you properly. And let us not put this pressure on our husbands. Your husband does not need to choose between you and his family. You and his family are not a competition. You and his family are not in the same position. You and his family don't play the same roles in his life. He needs you both. You cannot be everything to your husband without his family. Unless him and his family fight their own fights and cut each other off. And also, his family are your kids' family. And you do not want your kids to grow up without aunties and uncles. You must learn also to put fights aside and say, I know we argued, but if somebody wants to say hello to the child, that is somebody saying hello to the child. They've got nothing to do with the drama between the two of you, okay? And also, enough dramas, guys. Can we stop fighting people? Can we stop fighting in-laws? But as in, for me, I will never stop fighting when it comes to defending myself, when it comes to defending anyone of my house, when it comes to defending my household. As me, I will fight. I have enough time to fight me. I have time to fight. I will even take a day off from work. I can even go on leave to come and fight you if you look for me. I'm there now. I'm there now. Trust and believe. I'm there now. I'm there now, guys. I remember my husband's grandmother in-law that passed on in December. When I went to visit her, she said one thing about me. She said, I like you. You are very straightforward. Trust and believe me now, this moment. If you step on me, I'm coming for you. I'm not going to suffer. I did not come from my house to come and be abused by nobody. No, my parents did not say, go get abused. No. One thing that my parents can sit home and be rest assured of is that me, Hilma Kalumbu. Kalumbu is my original surname. Daniel is my husband's. Me, Hilma Kalumbu. I'm not going to allow anybody to disrespect me. I stand up for myself. In all areas, I stand up for myself. But sometimes I sit back and go like, don't react, wait. But me, I'm done. I'm done in this whole in-law thing. I'm done not attacking or not reacting to dramas. You come for me, be ready. I am coming for you. You think I'm stupid? I'll show you I'm stupid. You think I am dramatic, I'll show you I'm dramatic. You think I am a bad person, I will show you I am a bad person. I care that's what you want to see. I'll come for you. That's just me. I'm not even going to walk around saying, and then I cried, and I don't have tears left. I don't have tears left for in-laws. For me, you come for me, I come for you. But one thing about me, I'm a woman of good order. I'm a woman of good order. I'm honest. I love. I love. Caring for people, I love. Honest people, I love. People that love each other, and I love love. It's very beautiful. But unfortunately, I don't like people that walks around thinking we are walking on the ground that they walk on. I don't like people that thinks they are the ones that if we are not talking to them, it won't rain, we won't eat. I don't like those people. I don't like people that thinks we must walk around fearing them. I don't like such type of people. I don't like people that thinks they can walk around tarnishing our images. You cannot tarnish my image, my friend. We are not doing that. So if you come for me, I shall come for you. Because what am I teaching my children? They are looking. I must be wiping tears. What am I teaching them? They must grow up tomorrow, and then people must be abusing them. It doesn't work like that. As in, for me, that's it from me, Hilma Daniel. Please comment down below. What do you think of in-laws? What do you think of my family members? My husband must choose between me and his family members. Do you think it's a right thing to do? What do you think? Give your opinions. We are learning. It's a life process. We are learning from our mistakes. We are learning. We are learning, guys. We are learning. It's a learning process, of to say, and we are learning. So what do you think about abuse that comes with in-laws also? How well can we handle it? How can we avoid ourselves from being abused? And by the way, there's one thing that I told my husband before we got married. I told him, if somebody comes in my house and you cause drama in my house, I'll have you arrested. It's that simple. You have no respect. Nobody comes to people's houses and you are walking here like you are a boss in my house. I also have got no business coming to a house to walk like a boss and come and cause dramas. If you cause drama in my house, I'll just go to the police station. I'll leave you there. If you come to... guys, we will solve their own in this Mjolo world, guys, because, hey, what is this? Comment down below, guys. Tell me what you think. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.